Hello. In this video we are going to have a transformation to remove some very lifted hard gel, and I will tell you exactly what happened. Then I'm going to do one design, then in the middle of the night I'm going to get up and film another part of the design because I'm perimenopausal and my brain doesn't stop. Welcome to my channel, my name's Sarah. How are you? Let me know. I'm delirious because I haven't slept. Right, here's my previous set that I did with my non-dominant hand. There is my defence. So yes, I was using my non-dominant hand and I flooded my cuticle areas with a little bit of hard gel and I didn't notice. So consequently, I have started, as they've grown out, to notice a lot of lifting. As you can see, my other hand is beautiful. No lifting because I used the hand that's meant to do the thing. But as we know, if I let this lifting continue, then I run the risk of moisture getting under there, which will then harbour bacteria and cause pseudomonas, also known as greenies, which are unsightly. Now, they're not necessarily super dangerous, but they are vile to look at. Nobody wants greenies because it stains your natural nail and it has to grow out. So, with that in mind, I began the task of removing the previous design so I could fully assess the hard gel underneath. Now, I know why my nails lifted, right? So with hard gel, it can flood, it can move, it's a fluid until it's cured under a light. And because I'm slower with my left hand, I didn't pick up on the fact that the hard gel had begun to flood into the side walls or lateral nail folds. And, over time that causes lifting. But there are other reasons why you can get lifting. It can be improper nail prep, so oils on the nail plate or non-living tissue in the way on the nail plate. So prep is another main reason as to why product like this would lift. First thing I've got to do is remove the design which is on top of the hard gel. Then I can really look at how far this lifting goes. I'm also debulking the nails because I am going to rebalance, redesign. How far I take them back depends on how bad the lifting is. Now, initially, I didn't think it was too bad, but it was actually worse than I thought. And I'm so glad that I caught it now because there was no greenie, not a greenie in sight. So I am glad about that. But yes, the lifting was terrible. While I'm here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell and leave me a comment. Let me know, have you ever had lifting on your nails? And was it because you were using your non-dominant hand, or was it, learning? I mean, when I was learning, I had nothing but lifting. But nowadays it's generally, if I'm going to get lifting, it's because I'm slower with my left hand when I use hard gel. I'm all right with acrylic, I don't really get lifting. But if I do get it with hard gel, it's because I've used my non-dominant hand. So I've switched out from a coarse bit to just a sanding band now, but I have got my sanding band on a higher speed. And the trick here is to not try and remove the lifting itself with the file, but to actually almost like work around it like it's a piece of a jigsaw puzzle, because then you can pop it off like this. If you just remove the lifting, you will keep having to go back. There'll be more. But if you get in front of it and chip away, then what you're left with will be stuck to the nail plate. So I'm going to try and chip away at the edge, and then I'll bring in my tool just to pop off the lifting. That's the idea. And it went further than I anticipated. So I am, like I said, really, really glad I caught it. If my voiceover is terrible today, it is literally because I am exhausted on day 2 of a really bad headache. Hormones are shot. And like I said, I woke up in the middle of the night and couldn't sleep and just decided to finish doing my nails. Well, I thought I'd finished, but I changed them and I've included it. So I've e-filed as much as I can. Now look, pop, off it goes. And what's left is adhered to the nail plate. So any little bits there, I'm just, pop, off it comes, slides off. That makes it so much less likely to lift again. We are also going to do a shape change. I'm going to an almond. I much prefer an almond short on me than I do squares or tapered squares. So I've removed all the lifting, and there was a lot. It was significant, as you can see. But what's left is adhered to the nail plate. I'm happy that it's secure so we can continue. And I've also changed the shape to a nice almond shape because I just feel like on my old arthritic hands, it looks a little bit more elegant. I am thoroughly dehydrating, just in case there's any last bits of dust. There we are. Go back over it with a lint-free pad as well. Okay, so I need to prime. I'm using the universal air bond that goes with my system. I would always advise using a primer that goes with the system, unless you know for sure they're compatible. Just like check it. You can check the chemicals on the back. If you've got one primer and you've got another primer and they're identical, well, you know they're going to do the same thing. Once they're primed, I'm going in with the hard gel. I will link all the products I use in the description box. I always use this hard gel. It's by Desire Nails from Dorota Politska. As we know, she has the most beautiful name in the industry, and I have to say it with an accent because it's just a beautiful name. It's a beautiful name. Okay, so I'm going to scrub a really thin layer into the surface of the nail, both the natural nail and the previous enhancement. And this is going to be like a Velcro. Now I'll show you the thumb and I'll show you the index finger, slightly sped up because I'm working with my left hand. I won't do the whole hand because you will fall asleep, as I did whilst doing them, because it takes me so long. So once I've cured the scrub layer, I'm then putting in a thin layer that I call a slip layer, and I didn't create that term. I think it was Selena Ryden, another amazing nail artist. And then I'm going to grab a nice juicy bead. Look at the beauty. I just love this shade. It just is so universal. You have it all year round and you have it on every skin tone. It is so versatile. Now I'm going to pillow that bead of hard gel at the cuticle, and I'm just going to work it down the nail. Obviously I work slightly differently with my left hand, more clumsy. And then I realised I was finding it really hard in general, and I couldn't understand why I was having to move so slowly and so purposefully. Then I realised it's because I've got big ass nails on my left hand. So not only am I using my non-dominant hand, but I'm also trying to overcome having huge nails on that hand. So this answers a lot of questions I had, because I was seriously questioning my ability halfway through this set, and then I thought, hang on, no, I've literally given myself an added problem. Flooding, I spotted that, and I got rid of it straight away, remove all contact with the skin. Then I shoved it in the lamp. Once it had a full cure, I'm then going to add a tiny little slip layer again, which I don't really know if I need to add another one, but it's habit. I just keep doing it the same way, and I've never had any problems with adhesion or retention on the gel, so I just do it this way. And I'm not going to add it from the cuticle down because I don't need an apex. I've got one. I'm just going to fill the area that needs filling. I saw a method that somebody had learned the other day, and it was really weird. I'd never seen anything like it, and I think it's because hard gel has suddenly become popular. These sort of places are bringing out new methods of application that I've never seen or had the need to use, and it was like making a really fat, like, free edge before you apply anything else. I mean, I find it all a bit weird. I've never needed to do that. I don't know, maybe I'm old school, but if it works, don't change it. Right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm just sticking with what I normally do. And I've sped this up. I will just do the index finger, scrub-a-dub-dubby-dubby-dub, get it in the lamp, and then apply my slip layer on my product. Same as before. I've now got a really cold Coke Zero on my lap, but I haven't opened it or drank it, and now I'm thirsty. So I'm just going to stop this and have a sip. Okie dokie. Am I still scrubbing it in? I don't know where I was. Yes, I think so. Oh yeah, I've done a slip layer. That's what I've done. And then I'm pillowing. I do like the look of hard gel. Is that weird? I like acrylic application as well, though. I just like the application of product. satisfaction. Walking it down the nail, and then I'm just going to feather it towards the free edge because there is still product there. If I need to add more, I'll add more, and if I don't, I won't. It's very simple. I've also realised that the Coke Zero wasn't as nice as I was expecting it to be, and I'm probably going to keep needing to pause and burp, which is great. Such fun. Okay, that's cured. I'm going in with another tiny weeny slip layer and then some more product. Whoop, there it goes. I'm going to turn the nail around so you can see what I'm working with. See how I'm sort of walking it down the nail, letting gravity take control as well. Oh my God, that song just popped in my... I lose control. That was in my head. Sorry. I don't know what happened. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm levelling out the nail now. I'm going to pay attention to the sides because remember, it's gel, isn't it? It just wants to wander off and go on its own little journey. Right, they're all done. I've removed the tacky layer after curing. And quickly run you through my filing routine for an almond. So obviously I start kind of at the complete sidewall free edge because they merge into one. So it's not like a square or a coffin where I do sidewall, free edge. I just do one whole unit. So I do a free edge of the nail, cuticle of the nail, body of the nail. That's how I work it. And then I bring all those together. But with this shape, I'm always mindful that if I file the sides and I file the top, I'm then going to have almost like a straight edge all the way around, and I don't want that. I want it to kind of swoop like from the top of the nail down to meet the bottom of the nail without a thick side wall, if that makes sense. So I always kind of refine that a little bit at the end as well. That's like the last thing I do. Because you'll see in a sec, hopefully you'll get an angle. I can't remember. I'm sure you get an angle where you can see. Otherwise you'd have a chunky wall. Don't want that. You want it to kind of, there, look. You want it to kind of swoop into it a little bit more gently. I'm going to get rid of the dust, have a little look, and then do a bit more. Just refining and checking and all that. And then when I'm happy with it, I have given it a wipe over with isopropyl alcohol and I am applying Velvet Matte Top Coat. At this point, I realised I had absolutely no clue what I was doing on these nails. All I knew is that really dark colour that I used in my last set, High Roller, I wanted it on my nails for autumn. So I knew I wanted that and I had no other clue what I was doing. But what I did come to the realisation of was that I couldn't do much detail work with my left hand because of the long nails on my left hand. So I very quickly, and there's probably about 40 minutes of footage I have removed of here, of me swearing and rubbing off something and starting again because my hand just would not play ball. I just couldn't. All my gel polishes are Madam Glam, as are my base coats, top coats, matte top coat, all that. And Madam Glam has very kindly given me a 30% off, which is a massive discount. It's huge. So I will put that in the description box with a link and you can just go straight to their website and shop. And if you're in the UK, don't panic. You can just Google, how much can I buy from USA before I pay import tax? And it last time I checked, it was £100 and something. So you can get yourself a fair whack of stuff, especially with a 30% off code. So don't panic. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. I do see people go, oh, I'd love to buy, but I'm in the UK. Well, I get them. I get my stuff. I buy stuff from them. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Just check your cap for how much you can spend and just remain under that and you will not have to pay any extortionate import taxes. So back to the nails. I decided on a swoop and I figured that was just about within my skill range at the moment because I can't do anything with these nails. So I'm really, really going slow. I mean, this is sped up, believe it or not. I am going so painfully slow. And this set was filmed over a series of hours in a day, I suppose. I did some of it before I got Oliver from his tuition. And then I did some before me and Mr. B went out for a date. And then I did some in the middle of the night. We went on a date to go and see the new Joker movie. Right, so I've cured the gel. Then I'm going in with no wipe top coat, because at that point I thought, yes. And then I'm going to do a full nail of high roller. This colour is life. It is like a deep conker brown. That's what I'm going to say, because we've been conker picking and I get this conker colour. It's like the deepest red brown. It is everything and more, and I love it. It's not a new colour. It's old. I don't even know if they still stock it, but if they do, grab it, because it is so beautiful. So, so beautiful. Now, at this point, I didn't know what else I was going to do on this nail. And then I remembered, oh, I got it on my finger. Get that off, sharpish. Then I remembered I had Ryba. So I cured the nail. And then I grabbed that cat eye gel, Ryba, which again is a really, it's like a, I want to say, what's the word I'm looking for? Cinnamony. It's a cinnamony colour, almost. It's beautiful. I did a couple of swirls, which were very hard, actually, with my left hand. And then I grabbed my magnet. Now, what annoys me is, first I had the magnet the wrong way around. Just don't, all right? I had a really bad headache this day. I'm on day 2 of it, and it's still there, but it's going. So I had my magnet the wrong way around. Anyway, I realised that you're not seeing what I'm seeing. So I'm watching it activate, and you guys can't see it. But essentially what I created was an ombre with the magnet. So it ombres into this beautiful, vibrant shimmer and then fades out at the tips, and it looks so good in person. And I don't know if this has come across in the video, and it's so frustrating, but I can't do anything about that. As for this one, I decided to do a full smile line of the cat eye gel, Ryba. At this point, I'll be honest, we had a date to go to the cinema. I was feeling absolutely dog rough, like my head was thumping, but we'd already paid for cinema tickets, so I forced myself to go. And my head was so bad, I couldn't even drive back. Like, I was so poorly. The film was disappointing, which is, sorry to burst your bubble, but it felt a bit disjointed. I'm not a film reviewer, but I loved the first Joker. I like the sick, twisted weirdness of it. I just love it. Okay, so I'm going to, in a second, activate magic mode with my magnet. That's what it's called, by the way. That I'm coining it. It's my term. You activate magic mode. Booyah. That's what you do. Did I just say booyah? I think you can see it a bit better on this. There you go. It starts to activate. You can see it a little bit better because it's more of the nails covered with it. Oh, also, 3/4 of the way through this set, my phone died. Completely died. The battery went completely dead. So I've cured the smile line. I'm then going to do a full nail of Ryba on this nail. Look at that beautiful coverage. I've had cat eye gels in the past that were like wishy-washy. Not from Madam Glam, obviously, but from other brands. So this just glides on. It's absolutely stunning to use. I love it. And I don't actually know if they still do this. I'm assuming they do, because these are not new colours. I just went under the bed into my abyss of Madam Glam. It's like a whole Madam Glam bed. And I just went, ooh, autumn colours the other day, pulled them out, and now I can't stop thinking about them. This is when my phone died. So I apologise. But I activated magic mode, and then I just painted the pinky with high roller. So this is where I was when we went out to the cinema, with such a severe headache that I was nearly sick. And then when we got back from the cinema, I filmed another view of my nail with my lovely green bedding and my green jumper, because I love green as well. And I was like, oh, I love these nails. And then I went to bed and I was like, in the middle of the night, no, I don't love these nails. More needs to be done. So here we are in the middle of the night. Well, I think it was like, at this point, 4 something in the morning. And I found these in my drawer, and I believe they're from Glitter Planet. I am about 98% sure they're from Glitter Planet. And my buffing block, which I don't know where that's from. That's from my drawer. Probably from my Amazon. Oh, I will link my Amazon store in there because so basically everything that I use, like my essentials, I get off Amazon. And it's better value for money for me. So I've got like a storefront. It's not my product, but I do make a small amount of commission on some things, not most things, to be fair. But at least you can use things that you know someone else has tried and tested and not get ripped off potentially. So there you go. Right, so I'm going to cut these little stickers out. Then I realised that I don't have any tweezers. I've lost my tweezers. I don't know where they are. I've got no idea where they are. So I got one hand of really long nails that I can't do sod all with, and I'm trying to pick a sticker off. It's just gone like half 4, 4:45 in the morning or something like that. And I'm hormonal. I've got a headache. I'm sleep deprived, and I'm trying to do this. What was I thinking? Anyway, thank God I did do this, because once you get them in place, they stick straight to the nail. And it saved me. I don't know why I haven't used them sooner. They saved me. I can't do all the nail art with my left hand. Not with these nails on. Look how beautiful that is. Once I do a good old top coat on that, nobody will know it's a sticker. Nobody will know. And that is the best part. I did learn a valuable lesson when you're placing it over coloured nails though. And I will show you that later on because it's quite funny. But yes, a nice juicy top coat on top of that. And we're good to go. She's going in the lamp, and now I feel like, okay, the thumb is actually finished. It just gives it that little je ne sais quoi. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Next nail was, I didn't do the index, I kept that as it was. I really liked that. But the one with the smile line, with the cat eye gel, called Ryba, that needed a little something. So peel off the sticker, stick it on the nail, smoosh it. If you've got a tool, oh God, what are they called that you use for like 4D gel? Those silicone tools, that's the one. That would work for pushing the stickers down. I just used my finger because I am ghetto. So shove that on. Then I went with the next one. And I thought, I'll do a little piece in the middle of the cat eye nail that's got the full Ryba. I can't say it without doing that now. So, yes, I put the circle there and I knew I was going to add something else to it. I was just checking that it was in line before I fully pushed it down. Once I'm happy, smoosh it. Smoosh and smoosh it some more. Gosh, there you go. Look, looks like I've done that myself, but I haven't. I cheated. Okay, now what did I do? Oh yeah, I'll just show you what time it is at this point, because I'd actually been fart-assing around for about an hour, so it was actually, now it was 13 minutes past 5 in the morning. I'd been there for about an hour. Oh, I can't remember the name of this gel. Let me just get it. I put a bit on my dotting tool and just popped it in the middle of that gold circle. The gel is called Let's Party. That's what it's called. And I just put a little bit and just like splayed out the glitter pieces. Sorry, I'm just checking I've got some potatoes on the hob. Don't know how long they've been in there either. I'm really not functioning today. So just press out those little pieces. I don't want it raised or anything. It's still flat against the nail. It's just a nice little bit of sparkle. Cured that. Then I've put a sticker on the pinky, but there was no point. I'll show you why in a minute. So we're going to top coat the middle nail and then top coat the ring finger with Madam Glam's No Wipe Top Coat. Honestly, these stickers have saved my life, because otherwise I would have taken my nails off and started again, and I would not have shown you the process. And I thought it was valuable anyway to learn about the lifting. So I'm glad that my nails lifted. I could show you like how it happened, why it happened. It's really, really important, because people think that once you get to a certain level, you never do anything wrong. And that's such a big pile of poo-poo. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right. So here we go. Here's me top coating the pinky, and then I realised underneath that sticker the nail is matte. Oh sugar, what we're going to do? Well, I thought, okay, I'll just smoosh it some more, and I was in denial. And then I realised that ain't going to work. So I removed it. And then added base coat to bring the colour back to the nail. Cured that base coat, wiped off the tacky layer because when I tried to stick a sticker down it slid off. So wiped off the tacky layer, then had to get another sticker. Honestly, the amount of time I took doing this, it was silly. But it was worth it. It was so worth it. And it was my own fault for just not being... I wasn't very well. And you know, if you're not doing well and then you try and do something fiddly, just one of them days, okay? I spent most of today hugging a hot water bottle, apart from puppy sitting this morning for my parents. So on it goes. And then I was like, do you know what? I'm smooshing it. It's going to be smooshed. I'm smooshing it. I'm committing. And I smooshed it. And once it was in place, I got my top coat and sealed it in and got that nail under the lamp nice and quickly so I didn't have to change anything else. I didn't wreck anything else. By this time, I was pretty sure that I was just about to pass out from tiredness anyway. You know, when you wake up in the middle of the night, your head's racing. You've got all these things going on. So you write a list to get it out of your head. Then you do your nails because that's completely normal. And then all of a sudden you crash. That's what happened to me. I woke up curled up on the sofa. Like, what happened? Here's what happened. They're finished. And they look so much better. And I'm so pleased I found those stickers. Honestly. And you can kind of see that ombre now as well on the index finger. So I'm dead happy. Let me know what you think. I hope this was helpful because you could see the mistakes that led to the lifting and all that sort of thing. And also, you know, it was quite entertaining that it literally took me 3 sittings to finish half of a set of nails, essentially. One half of a set, 'cause it's only one hand. Pathetic. Right, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.